super effed up. They have, you know, no money. Anybody I talk to that hits me up on Instagram or whatever, I'm like, first thing I ask is, how much money do you have saved up? They have $200. Like nobody has nothing. Nobody has any skills, etc. The only thing young people have now is time. Time is this, it's cliche to say what a golden, important, vital resource, precious resource it is, but it's also true. You can't overstate the importance of time. So going into business, being an entrepreneur or whatever, or getting some sort of skill, like taking your time and trading it to somebody else for a barely over minimum wage, and if it's not getting you skills, if it's not advancing what you want to do for yourself in the world, it's such a colossal waste. When you think about that, if you're working at Target, if you work at Petco, if you work some ass job like that, you should imagine yourself on a wooden stakes like an old witch burning, and just know that that's what you're doing with your vital essence, with what you've been given. Yeah. If you work a day job, you are burning everything. There's that. How you like that?
I hear that beautiful piano music, and I feel like I'm Matthew McConaughey flying my Lincoln up into space, because I think that's that beautiful music from that weird, creepy movie Interstellar. That's also it's a bunch of mess. Excuse me. I'm sorry. I went into Matthew mode and I messed up there. Sam Hyde, he's with me here on the Alex Jones Show. Welcome back, Sam. We were talking about men, what it is to be a man. You say things like simple stuff: lift weights, get a skill, get a trade,
get a gun, go crazy, become insane, become desperate, go out in the streets. I can't say that.
Live on video games,
Jay,
right?
Are you crazy? I can't say that. No, I think when you first start getting woke, when you first start learning that the world is this sick hall of mirrors, it's tempting to get feverishly caught up in the various little plots and schemes and attempt to unravel them, which is important work. But I think a lot of people get overwhelmed by that, and they get sort of fatalistic and black-pilled, as they say. And I think for anyone who ever gets black-pilled or overwhelmed or whatever, yeah, Pepe Silva, right, Sylvia, right there. I think it's one of the most radical things you can do is take ownership over your own little circle, your own, yourself, your family, your friends, becoming treating that like it's this world problem that you want to solve. And step one to that is learning about masculinity and getting that's why people like Stefan Molyneux and Jordan Peterson are so attacked, even though none of what they say is really, insane or racist or what have you. It's just what they're saying is radical because it's effective potentially in fixing the world. I think people need to just get that masculinity, homie.
Do you feel like comedy is it dead now? I mean, I remember 10 years ago, I would watch Mitch Hedberg and comedians. I thought, oh yeah, stand up, it's kind of funny. And then it's like in the last 10 years, stand up is almost itself another vehicle for social justice. And you got these Hannah, what's her name, trans comedian, and she's just propped up because of like some weird, fixation that she has. Is comedy dead?
Even big ones, even great ones. Is that a man right there that we're looking at? I thought that was a lesbian.
Well, if you became Samantha Hyde, then you would probably be welcomed back, right? If you
that person is so disturbing to look at. I probably would. That's a good tactic right there. I tried being black, but nobody. I didn't take enough melatonin or melanotan 2 to convince people. Comedy's dead. I mean, for comedy to be an art form that's like worthwhile, it has to be subversive. It has to be the underdog. It has to be the voice of truth that's like uncomfortable to speak. And now the version of truth that's uncomfortable to speak is F Trump. You know what I mean? In one way or another. It's whether it's veiled in a sophisticated way, or whether it's just straight up, look at Donald Trump, he's so fat, he's got no penis, he must have a short penis, or whether it's something more sophisticated, like some of the stuff that Dave Chappelle has done recently. It's all F Trump in some way or another. So no, it's a wasteland.
Yeah, it's and there's a similar parallel in journalism. Journalism used to be supposedly this thing that was there to keep eyes on the establishment and to critique and chase after stories. Supposedly we have this idea of journalists going after mobsters back in the 50s, and they would pursue the truth to their own altruistic ends wherever they led. Yeah, and now
now it is the establishment. Now journalism, now the political establishment bends the knee to the media. A lot of the time, and now it's just a hand in hand. It's part of the same coctopus, same octopus right there,
Do you think there's stages of the cucking of comedy? Like, does a big comedian kind of get to a certain point, and then he's maybe expected to do this to go to the next level, or to keep getting the work? Is that where it's at, where they're all basically expected to do this?
They made it pretty clear to me that we would have, one reason why our group kind of fractured afterwards was they made it clear to me that we would have been able to keep the show if I issued a public apology and took our subreddit down. There's definitely time. Of course, anytime you get, it's probably this. I mean, I'm sure it's the same in any field, any industry. As you get bigger, people come out of a shadowy figure comes out of the woodwork and tells you, hey, you have to say this. Just alter your message slightly. If your podcast gets bought by some company that has a lot of Chinese money, there's probably a topic that you're going to start avoiding because of it.
What's your favorite MDE sketch?
Joe Rogan. Sorry, I'm just kidding.
We'll get to your challenge here in a minute for
Joe Rogan. I want him. I can taste blood. Probably my favorite stuff is the stuff I did on my cell phone in my mom's apartment way back in the day, because that was the most insane.
You tormenting your mom is just golden.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
It was the most insane and desperate time of my life, and those videos. It was like the one, not ray of hope, but it was like the most joyous moments were in front of that mirror, just saying the most cracked out stuff that I could come up with.
All of your mom's echoing constantly. Sam,
yeah.
Stop!
Yeah. Oh my! You just
goodness. Keep pushing it.
I know. Well, part of her, it's not so much that I want to abuse my mom or anything. I love my mom so much. I talk to her often, but her style of parenting was just such constant like browbeating and nannying and like telling me that my teeth were going to fall out if I used them to like unscrew a bottle cap or something, or that I was going to burn the roof of my mouth, like hypochondriac stuff, like to an extreme, like constant warnings. You're gonna lose your fingertips if you touch that thing. You're gonna get electrocuted if you go down the stairs. You have to watch out on the streets. So the kind of like light abuse that I gave her in those videos, trust me, is fully warranted. And
your mom, I'm guessing, she's boomer, right? There's something about the boomer era where they're afraid of everything. Like they're really afraid of everything.
Yeah, big time. She's boomer to the core.
Now, you have a campaign going. Let's talk about that. You have issued. You want to get Rogan into the octagon.
I've issued several threats. I've had some of my friends from the martial arts world, Chuck Norris, Nick Diaz, Lennox Lewis, etc., back me up in real videos that they made for me, not cameos that I paid for. That's a rumor that I want to squash right now. There's a rumor going around that I paid $2,500 for a Caitlyn Jenner cameo that was canceled, but my bank account still got charged. I'm waiting for the charge back on that. That's a rumor. And Lennox Lewis and Randy Couture did indeed come out with messages just for me because I'm in that world. I'm in Joe Rogan's world. I'm kind of a master of that world. I'm more respected than Joe Rogan is. You think Lennox Lewis would make a video for Joe Rogan? I don't think so. Okay, the guy's a multi-millionaire, best legendary heavyweight. I don't think he's making a video for Joe Rogan. He made one for me because I'm in the game. I'm in the game. Joe,
and you're ready to step into that octagon.
I'll step into the octagon with Joe. I don't care. I'll let him put his pajamas on and try to cuddle me and roll around. I'll punch him dead in his face. I don't care. I know what his strategy would be. His strategy would be to hug me and try to cuddle with me in pajamas for 10 minutes, try to wear me out like that. No, you're getting punched dead in the face, Joe. I don't care if you got a turning sidekick. I got a flipping sidekick. I got a backwards around town sidekick. You haven't even seen my sidekick.
He'll come in with a team of lawyers, right?
Probably, yeah.
Like 11 lawyers in the octagon.
I'll come in with a team of Hispanic gangbangers. How about that, Joe?
Oh, some cholos.
I got cholos. My MS-13 homies, Cezanne, Chino, Compache, Chico, Chachi, Cheech. They'll all be there.
And by the way, I issued a challenge to you, which you ignored, which was that after that, I will step into the octagon with you, and you can bring Butterbean or any of the, you can bring Butterbean or any of the washed up UFC people in there.
You're a man of God. I don't want to test my standing with the big man upstairs by taking on one of his great champions. I'll pass on that one. All right.